And on this New Music Monday, I say welcome to a studio full of WYEP members and listeners. Hello. And they are gathered here today, and you can tell they're pretty excited because Briston Maroney is here. He drove in from Nashville. Briston, welcome to the WYEP studios.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. What's up, y'all?
He's going to do some songs. We're going to be talking about his new release. It'll be out in September. And Briston, why don't you get us started with some music?
I'd love to. Yeah, this is the first single off this new record. This is called Body. Sleeping in parking lots and missing all my friends a lot. Remembering what I forgot when I was a kid. Shake the dust and breaking in, defining all my innocence. Wondering aloud if I will do this again. But it seems the closest that I'll ever be is when I let the world fall around me. Someday my body will be just a body, and a big white light before me lets me know these days will end. But I've got today, and the only plans I've made are to love like I might never get to love someone again. Taking lots of reckless drives to ease the edge of reckless minds. I never thought that I would feel this close to myself. Laughing so I wouldn't cry, and crying cause I don't know why, but feeling every feeling always seems to help. Seems the closest that I've come to free is when I let the world fall around me. Someday my body will be just a body, and a big white light before me lets me know these days will end. But I've got today, and the only plans I've made are to love like I might never get to love someone again. Cool, thank you guys, appreciate it. Thanks y'all, thank you.
There's your first taste of Briston Maroney in our live and direct session here on WYEP, and that's the first song, Body, that is going to be on Ultrapure.
Oh yeah.
Which is coming out next month.
Yeah, man.
And there's no show happening here in town tonight. A lot of times when people come through, the shows are happening, and they come in and play beforehand, but you're out on a little promotional tour now for this song, but for the album that'll be coming out.
Yeah, crazy. It's like right around the corner.
Yeah, when I was back in my home state a couple of weeks ago, I heard your name there, and you'll be landing there in the Gopher State in a couple of days, and glad you're here. And that song, Body, you want to give us a little insight? It sounds like maybe a discovery song, finding yourself.
Yeah, that's like definitely the positive way to the discovery song is a lot sweeter than like existential dread. That was like me turning 23 and being like, oh boy, like it like all hit me at once that life is a very, very long and very short thing, and that was me just trying to simplify it in a way that didn't keep me up too much at night.
And also old at 23.
Yeah, exactly.
But still having a little bit of that crisis.
Totally.
I hear people sometimes talk about feeling old at that age, and I guess kind of looking back, not sure if I felt that, but maybe when I think about it, yeah.
Sure.
That's what everybody kind of goes through.
I guess so, yeah. There's something about that age that's like you're losing a certain aspect of your innocence, and you've yet to gain your like full consciousness. You're like too dumb to be wise, but you're not. You haven't been around long enough to be anything. Yes, exactly. I couldn't even think of the word, so that kind of sums it up.
But it started so early for you. I mean, we'll go back to the beginnings as an introduction to your career, because like about 10 years ago, was that when?
Yeah, just about.
At the age of 16?
Yeah, right.
American
around,
Idol?
I think I was fit. I turned 16 on the show.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
So is that your image of what the music world was like at the time, with like, you know, all of a sudden you're on TV and you just get discovered and everything kind of happens from there?
Definitely, yeah. There's very little nuance into like being exposed to the music industry through like a talent singing show. But I always reflect on that time very positively. Just knowing that I got to experience one very specific side of the music industry and just the entertainment industry, and to be able to be exposed to that at that age and understand where I wanted to fit in to the greater picture was pretty like invaluable exposure.
Well, what is your favorite thing to do? I noticed that on the new album that, and we'll talk about that after a couple more songs, the new album that'll be coming out, but that you play all of the instruments on the new record, like everything.
Sure did try.
Well, we'll find out if that's a success in September. Body's a pretty good representation of it, and you're on your way. But do you enjoy writing songs, or recording, or performing the most?
I think it's really shifted. When I was younger, like I loved, my favorite thing in the world was like getting in front of a group of people and playing a song, and the older I've gotten, the more terrifying that's become to me. I definitely enjoy being in a studio now. Writing is still my favorite element, though, whether it's writing songs or poems or just like journaling in general. Like I've really always had a great relationship with just like pen to paper.
Where did that writing bug start? Did that start at an early age? Because I noticed that you got a guitar early on in life, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be a songwriter. But
totally.
When did the songwriting bug catch you?
I mean, I was probably like 11 or 12 and just started reading a lot. I like had some really awesome teachers at school and just like some awesome family members who were like English teachers as well, and just loaded me up with some classic lit, and I was obsessed. And I started singing because I started writing songs, and I didn't want to sing, but I was like, I guess these songs aren't good enough that anybody else is gonna sing them, so I gotta figure something out.
Briston Maroney is here. He's driven in from Nashville. It's a live and direct session here on WYEP, and we'll be talking about his new album Ultrapure, which will be coming out in the month of September very soon. But what was it like to put out music on your own and have some success right away, and not really know what success is, but then all of a sudden you're signed to Atlantic Records, so you have label mates like Alt J and Coldplay and Portugal the Man and Lizzo and many others.
Can you imagine a dinner where it's all those people and me just sitting there?
Hello.
Hey, you guys, I'm supposed to be here.
Well, you're pretty humble. Briston Maroney's here. He's going to play a couple of songs for us in this live and direct session. Then we'll talk about the new album Ultrapure.
Cool. Thanks, man. I'm gonna play another older one. This is called June. Thank you guys again for having me. Pick up the phone, but calm me down. I never got used to that ringing sound. And drinking out of the same cup. When I run low, you'll fill me up. Yeah, when I run low, you'll fill me up. Dress up in your finer things, and the smile can't hide anything. And pin the flower to my chest, and count the days that I've got left. Oh, I'll count the days that I've got left. And I don't know how we got so far away from what I had in sight. Are you gonna sleep tonight? And I don't know where it's gonna be a year from now, or anyhow how it's gonna be tonight. Ain't it funny how I wanted this all my life? Ain't it funny how I got it here and it don't seem right? Ain't it funny how we all want to be someone new? Ain't it funny how I fell in love and then came June? And I don't know, but I've been told my woman, she's got eyes of gold. And I spend all day and I search all night till I see 'em in that perfect light. Oh, I'm gonna see 'em in that perfect light. And I don't know how we got so far away from what I had in sight. Are you gonna sleep tonight? And I don't know where it's gonna be a year from now, or anyhow how it's gonna be tonight. Ain't it funny how I wanted this all my life? Ain't it funny how I got it here and it don't seem right? Ain't it funny how we all want to be someone new? Ain't it funny how I fell in love and then came June? There you go, you let me walk away with nothing left to say or think or dream or feel or do or be. Oh, but I give myself a week until I'm down on my knees, 'cause I can't find what I'm supposed to be. Ain't it funny how I wanted this all my life? Ain't it funny how I got it here and it don't seem right? Ain't it funny how we all want to be someone new? Ain't it funny how I fell in love and then came June? Ain't it funny how I fell in love and then came June? Thank you guys very much. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate it. Thank you. I'm gonna play another older one. This is called Caroline. Caroline, you don't have to lose your mind. Just be sure that you're on time to your next 2 appointments. Caroline, amber hair and big blue eyes, locks herself behind the light and spins her favorite records. 'Cause she's got some dreams and some cash. She just needs somewhere to crash. I don't wanna be the one to tell you you don't need to be the last to know. Got big dreams and an attitude. Everything you need, what you need to do is go. Just go. Caroline, standing on the starting line, foot slipped out and you fell down a mile from the finish. Caroline, coming in at 4'9". Everybody talks so big, but you don't have to listen. 'Cause she's got some dreams in her heart. She just needs somewhere to start. I don't wanna be the one to tell you. You don't need to be the last to know. Got big dreams and an attitude. Everything you need, what you need to do is go. Just go. Caroline, know you're gonna be just fine, but your name belongs in lines with all the constellations. Change is hard, but it's gonna take you far. Pick up your guitar and tell me why you're so frustrated. Thank you very much. Thanks, y'all. Thank you.
And thank you.
Thank you.
We are live interacting with Briston Maroney here on our WYEP studios. His first visit to the station. That's Caroline from a couple of years ago. And we also heard the song June. How do you know, as a writer, when one of your songs is complete and it's ready to either be worked on in the studio or you're done with it when you're in the studio?
I heavily rely on other people telling me for most things in life, but specifically that, yeah.
So you rely on somebody else's ears and your producer and things as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm the kind of person who, like, a song is never done and never quite what it could be. In my dream world, I would be able to take like 45 years to write every song, and that's just unfortunately not how it works. So, yeah.
Very, very true. Now, Ultrapure comes out September 22nd, and it's your second full length. But can you give us a little insight, maybe behind what the title of the album implies?
Totally, yeah. It's a word that I saw. So, touring, one like method I use to keep my voice from just like going out every night, I use this little humidifier, handheld humidifier, and there's these little tabs of water that you pour into them that I think they just upsell you. They sell these little tabs with the device. You could probably just use good old water. But on the tabs, it's labeled ultra pure water. And so that word would always jump out at me because I was like, that is like, what? Like, that's just like a silly, I don't know, maybe it's better than normal water. This is a stupid story. Regardless, I really liked that word because it just like made me laugh, and it was just like such a superlative that I'd never heard before. And then I just kind of started thinking about how it applied to my life, and I just realized like I'm just a person who like really wants people to like me and really wants things to go well and really wants things to be pure and just like wholly good. And so I realized how much I related to the idea of trying to just be ultra pure all the time. And so, yeah, it just made sense with what the songs were about. Yeah.
All right. Well, how many tracks are on the new album? I know that there are a couple that are out there in the digital world right now.
Yeah. We've got like 4 or 5 of the singles out. There's like 13 total, including a little intro track. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Briston's out on a little bit of a promotional tour, visiting some places and stations to play live. And I know that you've got a show lined up at Red Rocks later this summer, and also in Denver.
We actually just came back from that one. We got to open up for this guy Noah Khan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah, that was unreal. I still feeling the elevation though.
That's true. That's something you'll definitely feel. And that's a pretty magical place to play as well.
Truly. Oh yeah.
But something you've been involved with for a couple of years now is your own Paradise Festival.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about it, because recording and touring and playing a lot, and you're also doing this in where you're living in Nashville.
Yes. Yeah. So this is the second year we're throwing this festival. Started off last year as just a little 2-night event at this venue called the Brooklyn Bowl. I just had a couple of my friends come and play, and we labeled it as a festival, so we felt cool. And then this year we added a night, so we're doing 3 nights at the Brooklyn Bowl, and just it's like my dream come true. All my buddies come out, and there's 4 bands playing. We play each night, and yeah, it's just a blast. It's like kind of an anti-festival, like in regards to just like it's incredibly laid back, like no giant lines, no, you know, it's inside. Like we just wanted it to feel like a big hang. So that's, I think, what we accomplished last year. Hopefully this year's good too.
Your own little slice of paradise.
Well said.
And
yeah.
it looks like with curating it too, it's like some folks that maybe not nationally known, but are up and comers.
Totally.
As well.
Yeah. I mean, that's the coolest part about getting to, you know, perform at the certain capacity venues that we're getting to perform at now. It's like, oh, sweet. I get to bring my friends who have yet to go out and play some of these places. And so, yeah, this festival is like an awesome place to discover new bands.
So I see that you're going to be going across the pond this fall.
Oh yes, I just got, even hearing you say that, my body just got so tired. Like oh man, yeah. I get sick a lot, so that trip always just takes me out.
Take more of that Ultrapure with you. That will help, or something that's fresh frozen.
Dude, it's gonna require a sponsorship because it's a pretty penny for that Ultrapure stuff.
So, are there some plans to do a tour next year then, in support of your album that'll be coming out next month?
Yeah, I think the goal record comes out in September, and then we'll be back on the road like February, March, and try to do it all.
All right. Ultrapure is the name of the new record, and Briston Maroney's here, and he's going to do one that came out about 3 years ago.
Yeah, a couple years ago now.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you guys again for having me. Yeah, this is my last song. It's called Freakin' Out on the Interstate. I like it when I'd say the title of that and people laugh because I can tell it's always people who have been like, been there, done that, man. Freaking out on the interstate, rolling down the windows, baby, I can't hear a thing you say. I'm walking back to my favorite place, I can feel them staring at me, baby, do you think I'm doing something wrong? And you got a lot on your mind, and your heart, it looks just like mine. There's no use in wasting your time anymore. I'm sorry I haven't been myself. Something's got me down. What it is I cannot tell. I won't be satisfied with anything I've earned. Fear is just a part of love, and one thing I've found is love is what you deserve. Driving home and call my father on the telephone. I hope you know I missed you, man. Let's put this all behind us if we can. Never feeling like I'm all the way home. Stones inside my raincoat pocket I gotta keep, but won't you hold it for me? And you got a lot on your mind, and your heart, it looks just like mine. There's no use in wasting your time anymore. I'm sorry I haven't been myself. Something's got me down. What it is I cannot tell. I won't be terrified with anything I've earned. fear is just a part of love. And one thing I found is love is what you deserve. Love is what you deserve. Thank you guys very much. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Briston
Thanks,
Maroney, live in our studios today. That was Freakin' Out on the Interstate. The new album will be out next month called Ultrapure. And we really thank you for taking the time to stop by and, talk to the audience and hang out with you and make for an exciting Monday afternoon.
Anytime, dude. Thank you so much for having me.
Looking forward to you coming back with the band through next year.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Briston Maroney, live and direct in our studios here at 91.3 WYEP.